Hey guys, this is Donnie from Standing Goats Rescue, which I'm sure you guys know by now. I just left the car. There it is right behind me. I'm taking a walk out in this area I haven't been to in quite a while. Further that direction, I've had a lot of activity years ago. I don't know if I was being run out or what. It was a lot of activity and I got scared and left. I didn't see anything, but it was very obvious. There was no mistaking. There were large sticks being thrown all around me, which I've seen 5 or 6 of them as they were coming through the air towards me. I was not hit, but they would land within 20 feet of me, and several of them came from behind, and I never seen them. I just heard them coming through the trees, and I turned as they hit the ground. But that's back that direction, not real far from where I'm at. But as I started getting the camera together at the car, I did hear something up here in front of me. I've got the camera set to the wide angle lens to where it'd pick up a little more. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, let me stop it to where I can set the microphone, and I'm gonna film with it away from me. I've already heard something back over to my right. I don't know which way it appears on the screen, but back to the right side, about 30 or 40 feet in front of me when I was back at the car. I don't know what it was, but it was loud. It was very loud. It was an animal or something. It was not just the wind blowing, which it is. The wind is blowing. Stand by just for a second. Let me stop this and then I will get it turned back. Alright guys. Adjust this thing a little bit. Just keep your eyes open. I've seen a few deer as I was coming in here. About a half a mile to the southeast of where I'm at now. They were headed this direction. The first time I seen a tree turned upside down with the root ball in the air was here in this location. And this is the same location where I found the turtle shells. They were stuck way up on a tree. There was a broken tree limb, and the shell was, it was the entire turtle shell. It was stuck on the limb, like through the leg hole. It was a stub like this, and one of the leg holes in the turtle shell, they slid it, over the limb. And one of them was about 7 or 8 feet high. The other two were around 12 foot or better. Last time I come down here, this road was blocked off by a tree. Okay, this is where I heard the sounds at when I was at the car. I had to get away from the house for a little while. I needed to do the prayer requests, but I've been so overwhelmed with everything that's going on. And Brother Paul sent me the prayer request this morning. I knew I had to take care of it right away, but it would give me an excuse to get away from everything. So I dropped everything I was doing, and here I am. It feels nice to be back out in the woods. We shouldn't hear any vehicles. The only hunting season that's remained open right now is small game, which is squirrels, pigs, and quail, rabbits, that type animals. But tomorrow's the last day it closes for the year. Tomorrow at sundown. The furthest I've been in, I went down this road. There's a little swamp down there. I went down there, and then I went up to the backside of this hill, and that's the furthest I've ever been in here. So I'm going to turn my map on my phone. I do not want to get lost out here. Let's see. I'm setting my map up. Please bear with me just for a second. Alright. I just don't want to get turned around back here. This is a really large area. It's several thousand acres, and it's surrounded by wooded private land. That may have been a pig. That was a four-legged animal. There's a lot of pigs out here, but I am prepared for them if something happens. I've got the 10mm with me, which is it's basically a 40 caliber Magnum. Brother Jeff got me some hard cast bullets, so I've got the first few I've got in the magazine are their Nosler tip bullet, which is they're designed for taking down game animals or people. They're like a self-defense bullet. And then I got the hard cast, which those are for the big fellas if I get in a situation that I have to pull the trigger. Those hard casts will go all the way through them. Well, this just feels off, this area. Everything was normal up until just now. Okay, the land drops off right there, and there's a swamp. But I don't know what's to the right back here. I have no idea. And that's where I want to go. See some markers on trees back here, which that could be the forest division. I apologize for all the crunching. It's really, really dry. deer track. You guys just pay close attention to the video. As you know, 90% of what's been found in my videos has been found by you guys and gals. Up until recently, I didn't have a computer, so I didn't have a big screen to see my videos on, and so it got to the point where all I would do was just I'd edit them, I'd put all the clips together, put a title on it, and upload it. And I didn't proofread it or whatever you proof check it. I didn't watch it back. That's pretty neat. You guys see that limb right here? That tree's, it's got a double right there. It splits into two, but it's got some limbs and stuff packed in it. Yeah, that's what you gotta watch for. Them things eat you up. Yeah, I've seen these ribbons on this tree back here. Okay, that's a wet area right there. I can see water. Maybe we can get around it. Usually 2 ribbons. Hunters will put 2 ribbons to mark a turning point in the trail, or to mark like a rub or a scrape. It looks like a piece of cloth in that little tree right there. Somebody may be trying to get the deer in. Oh, yeah, look at here. Oh, wow. That buck's working that thing over, or he did work it over. You can see the shavings from the tree right there at the bottom. That's where a buck could get in here and rub his horns on it. I guess they marked that buck rub. I want to see what this is. If it's a piece of cloth, then somebody will. Yeah, the napkin. Looks like the deer have been pawing at the ground right there. They probably sprayed that doe in. Oh, look at there. I was about to say they probably sprayed that doe in heat stuff to draw the bucks in. There's a bottle of buck spray. There's another ribbon. Oh, these are kids hunting or trying to hunt. Okay, there's a pink ribbon back here. All right, you see that? That's that Tinks stuff. It's got scent in it, doe scent, and it draws the bucks in. There's some more paper. They'll rub it on paper towels. So he's got a tree. It's most likely going to be down here at the end. Oh, yep, I see it. I see 2 ribbons in the top of a tree down there. That's where he's sitting. So he's hunting this little stretch right here. Oh, I see a shooting house or something back there. This property that I'm on, you're not allowed to build shooting houses out here. This is public land. You can use tree stands, but they cannot be anchored to the ground. They can't be fixed permanently. Something you can hunt in, but then you got to take it down the end of the season. Yeah, this would be a prime deer area. I'm looking for cameras. I don't want to get caught on somebody's camera, especially if they're baiting the deer up, because that's illegal. And the game warden finds it, and then he finds my picture on it. There's another one of them bottles, some scent bottles for the deer right over there. I want to show you guys. Somebody's cleared that. Alright, I've seen this ribbon. I got looking. You can see the marks in the tree. That's where he's been climbing it with his climber. He's going up about 20, 22 feet. But I've seen another tree right back here. It's got two ribbons up top. And that's where these little pieces, if you guys ever see that in the woods, when you shoot a deer and he runs off, as you're following the blood trail, you drop little pieces of ribbon marking the trail, in case if you lose the trail, you can backtrack and come back to your ribbons. And that's exactly what that is. You can see the ribbons, and they go off through there. So he shot a deer and it ran that way. If somebody's hunting this area. Alright, he's got a ribbon right here, but if you look up the tree, he's got two more ribbons up there. That's where he sits. Look at that. This pine tree is tucked up underneath them limbs. That's too big for a person to do. I guess it's kind of like this bent over one right here. Got something wrong with it. I'm just looking around a little bit. Alright, whoever's hunting this, I know you guys earlier heard me say that it's a young kid. It's someone new to hunting, because the only way to get in here is the way that we just came. And so he would come in and his scent would be all the way down here to where he's climbing his tree, but he's put all of his scent bottles out here. He should be coming in back here somewhere to it, and then having his hunting area in front of him without human scent in it. I doubt he's got a buck out of that stand. Those little ribbons, I would think, is from a doe. He probably shot a doe. They'll follow you in. They're not as... there's another scent bottle right down there, hanging in a bush. Yeah, he's putting them all over out here. Ow. There's a lot of trees down back here. That's neat. This tree is resting right on top of that stump. Oh, and it's still alive. Oh, that one just got pushed down not too long ago. That's fresh dirt. That's real fresh. Ooh, I'm not walking under that, because if it's falling, yeah, it's just barely on there. There's an opening in the trees right there. I thought I seen a shooting house. There are farms this direction. I just don't know how far they are from where I'm at. There's a fresh limb broke off. That's not growing. Nope, that's stuck in the ground. That's cool. I guess it's a marker for something. I don't know if you guys can tell, all these trees are alive and they're all pushed over. And they could have had I guess they could have had a tornado. Oh wow. Oh, I don't think that's one of them big affiliated woodpeckers. I don't know if you guys seen it. It looked like a big honk. That's a gigantic woodpecker. They got out in this swamp here. I've seen a handful of they call it an ivory bill. It's got a solid white bill on it. The game wardens told us that they're almost extinct, that they are all over these swamps out here. And they're loaded out in these swamps. And they're gigantic. They're about the size of an owl, a big hootie owl. Ow. I'm caught. Oh, gee whiz. That may be private property. Oh, there's a trail right here. Four-wheeler trail, I guess. Yeah, it goes that way. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm near the property boundary for this area. So I'm gonna walk down here and look and see if there's any markers or fence poles or something I don't want to trespass. I'm armed, and in Florida, if you're trespassing and you have a firearm, it's a felony. Trespassing. Uh-oh. Looks like a feeder right there. Yep, okay, here's a fence right here. Yeah, that's private property there. I'm not going over there. If you guys can see there's a strap on this tree. I think it's right about here. I can't hardly see my phone screen. I left my glasses in my flannel. That black strap is holding a PVC pipe to the tree. About a 4-inch pipe. That's a feeder. So there should be a camera in there somewhere. Yeah, somebody's baiting up the deer. I think looks like that looks like a sign for the management area. Let me make sure that I'm not trespassing. Yep, there we go. Boundary marker. Northwest Florida Water Management District boundary marker. Okay, that is private property right there. Ow! And there's barbed wire. Oh, I think that one got me. Now I passed the trail coming in here on this side. That's where the deer, the does that I've seen, that's where they ran off. I think this may be the road. Beautiful swamp right there. It's an old book rub on that little cedar. That's nasty. Okay. I think that goes back toward the road. I'm gonna go this way. See what I can get into. When I get to my stopping point, I'm gonna turn the camera behind me on my way out. I don't feel that there's anything watching me right now. Everything, it feels good. But when I first got up on top of that hill coming into here, I had a really strong feeling of just that feeling that I shouldn't be there. Okay, that is the farm back there. Ouch. It's like an old road right there. Looks like it gets a little boggy. Now there's a lot of hogs in this area. I've seen several tracks that are absolutely pig tracks, without a doubt. So there's a good chance we may kick one up. If we see one, I'm not going to bother him unless he charges me. I don't want to have to drag anything out of here, and I don't want to be cut by nothing either. Ooh. The heck is that? That was weird. Oh, this is pretty back here. Now, if we're gonna see a pig, this is the type of stuff you find your pigs in. They get up under that mess, and they lay down during the day. We don't want to find a mama with babies, and we don't want to find a boar. Something's been bed up right there. There's a bunch of garbage stacked in this little path right here. junk stacked up right there. I wonder if one of these landowners piled, well, they're not allowed to drive back here at all. And the boundary is right over there for this. This is public land, but you're not allowed to drive back here. And they do not allow ATVs of any type. These tracks you see through here, they bring that big skid or tractor back here when they do the controlled burn-offs. That's what them tracks are from. Oh boy, my ears just started ringing. Oh. My ears are ringing like crazy right now. Oh, that's irritating. Golly. My ears are ringing real loud. Oh. Alright, it stopped. I do not have ringing in my ears. The issue some people have, I do not have that. I guess a change in pressure or something. Oh, it's a trailer house. This is from that farm right here. Somebody marked it. I don't know what they marked it. Good Lord, what a pig track. I don't know if y'all can see that right there. That thing is huge. Oh, there's a trailer and there's some vehicles over there. Piece of farm equipment. There's deer trails all through that mess right there. There should be pigs laid up around here. It's pretty. You can see that limb on this holly. Look at how that thing's shaped. Isn't that pretty? Nature at its finest. Here, Here in a few minutes, I'm going to check the map. I don't want to get too far. See where I'm at. Okay, this is the boundary line right here, this fence. I'm not seeing any boot tracks from people walking back here. And if it's deer hunters, then the deer season's been over since Valentine's Day. So there just may not be nobody coming out here for pig hunting. My ears just popped. Like when you go up in the mountains or on an airplane. Both my ears popped. That's a big old deer track there. Oh wow. I thought that was one tree, but that's several big trees in a group. Ow. Shoot. Someone shot that pine tree right there. It could have shot at a deer and hit it. There's a lot of traffic right here. There's, the bottom and middle strand of barbed wire is gone. So the deer crossing, the game's crossing, yep. There's some more tracks right there, deer tracks. There's 2 tracks. There's a little one, bitty deer. There's the deer crossing into that property right there. There's another marker on that little pine tree right there. Somebody's probably climbing one of these trees to hunt. I can smell a pig. Yep, there's pigs here somewhere close. Definitely. They got a very strong odor to them. They got a deer. Here's where deer is marking that tree. Wish it was wet so I could walk without making noise. Golly, that's so pretty down there. I got a red painted tree right there. I'm sure that's a boundary marker. Look at that swamp. Oh, I love it. God is so awesome in all His creation. Ooh. Guys, y'all keep your eyes open. I've got that feeling I'm being watched again. It just literally just started. Wow, it's almost sickening feeling. Gee whiz. Oh Lordy. Doesn't feel good at all. It's want to make me dizzy. There's some of that, oh, the curly hair right there. Oh, hang on, sorry. Can't see my screen. Can y'all see that? It's like an afro hair. It's hung on that little wire branch right there. Oop. It was hung on that branch. Oh boy, I'm not feeling good. I've got that strong sensation of being watched. And it feels like it's coming from all around me. I can't tell. Almost like it's, you're going to think I'm crazy, but it feels like it's coming from above. I'm trying to look. There's a couple of big trees back behind this cedar, and it feels as though that sensation is coming from right up here somewhere. I wonder if they got a camera mounted. That's the private property, just I think right here. I don't see any fences. But you're supposed to know your boundaries. Yep, there's a fence right there, a fence pole. I don't see any others. I'm gonna go down here just in case, because I don't want to be on camera if I'm trespassing. Look how pretty that is through there. Wow. That water's muddy right here, right at the edge. I don't know if you can see it right here at this edge, like something was wallowing around in the water. And it stirred the mud up on the bottom. It's just right here. There's another deer rub right there. Golly, I ain't feeling good. I think I'm being watched from out there. You got these big trees behind this cedar right here. The big old trees back in the back. I'm gonna go this way. That's gotten me dizzy. That hasn't happened in a while. There's so many dead trees out here. The deer have beaten up this little one right here. Little pine or cedar. There's another little tree right here. Can't tell where it is. Right here, I think. Where the deer have rubbed it up. Oh, that got twisted off. Looks like somebody wronged that one. Holy mackerel. I am not feeling good at all. Just got that, it's almost overwhelming, that dizzy sensation. You get that feeling of being watched and you get lightheaded and it's kind of sick feeling. There's another deer rub, right there. It's hard to see my camera screen. Then there's another one, I think right here. That's an old one there. Thought I heard movement. Either from back here or back over here. Just heard it briefly. I'm gonna keep moving. My ears keep popping. Oh, it's aggravating. That's a swamp right here where it gets thick. It's all water in there. There's another deer rub. There's a lot of deer in this area. There's another rub on that cedar. Deer rubs all down in there. Some more here. I think, well, if I could get it on. It's all over. It's hanging. And that's a bunch of strands. It's all over. Some hanging right here and right here. I don't know what that is. Real shiny. Feels like wire. Somebody drove a tractor down here. It's a pretty heavy game trail. Ooh. Ouch. Very slippery too. Golly. Very hard to walk through. There's a little trail that goes right up through there. This is the stuff you don't want to run into a boar hog in, because you can't get away from them. There's a bunch of deer tracks around here. My ears keep popping. Shoot. That's aggravating. Guys, I have no idea where I'm at. This is the perimeter cut. All of the management areas, at least in this part of Florida, have got, they cut the perimeter. There's a trail right there, deer trail. Goes up, back that way. But they always cut the perimeter fence on the management area on their side. They cut the perimeter just inside the property line. I don't know if it's for fires. I don't know why they do it. I'm not going to go a lot further. I've got a horrible feeling. It's that same feeling of being watched. It went away, and then it came back just not long after it went away. Let me turn my screen on. Can you guys see that? There's a footprint. I don't know if you can tell when you see the toes. It's been rained on. I don't know if the camera caught that or not. That's movement. Just a very creepy area right here. I don't like it at all. And my camera's about to go dead. I'm gonna have to change the batteries. Crud. The squirrels bite them off sometimes. That's been broke. Squirrels chew the limbs off sometimes. That's what I thought that was. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see right here, right at the end of my finger. There's two black objects right there. So one on the right is shifting side to side. It's kind of, I think it's pigs, maybe? I don't know. The one on the left is kind of a brown color. Look, I can't see the one on the right no more. I was looking at the camera screen, I don't see that one. The one in the center that's still there, that's that brown color one. Pretty sure that's pigs. This road goes way down there. That's a woodpecker. If you get near them, when you're hunting, if you walk under one, he'll start that barking noise. Stand by just for a minute, guys. Let me change this battery out. It's going to cut off on me. As soon as it does, I'm going to have a purple unicorn or something walk out, and I'm going to think I'm filming him, and I'm not going to get it. I'm going to stop the camera, and I'll start it right back up as soon as I change the batteries. Here, I'll get right here. Oh, that pretty twisted vine. That is pretty. Alright, stand by just for a second. Alright, we got a fresh battery. I'm still at the same pretty vine. As I was changing the battery out, which it never fails, a squirrel back here, back near where that black and that brown thing were, the squirrel started barking and raising Cain. For those of you that don't know much about the squirrels don't bark at the deer unless two deer are fighting. They bark at predators, or if they're fighting for a female, they'll bark and holler at each other. That was one squirrel barking, and they will bark at the pigs. And that could very well be pigs. They got a crossing right here, just behind this tree, right there. If that's pigs, I don't want them to come over here. And I've got a pistol with me, but if I have to shoot one, I'm not going to leave them lay here. I'm going to head back. I'm just really, really creeped out right now. I keep getting the sensation that I'm being watched, and I do not like that. I don't know where it's coming from. I can't put my finger on it. It feels like it's coming from that way. There's them black things, or them two objects are right through there. I think that was a footstep. I don't hear it now. If those are pigs and they're coming back through right here, I just want to get away from them. You don't take your chances with them. They usually win. Feels like there's eyes on me through there. Let me get my Gatorade out right quick. Oh. That was a loud twig snap. I don't feel like I'm being watched from that way, but that's where I'm hearing the sounds, and it could be pigs. Very, very possible. It's highly probable that it is pigs. But I don't know, you see a footprint and it changes the way you feel about things. I feel like I'm being watched through this mess. Sorry guys, I had to get a drink. Okay, I'm gonna It's probably gonna get a little loud. I'm gonna put the camera to where it's shining behind me. And I'm gonna head back to the car. I looked at the map and I changed the battery. And I'm pretty sure that if I go straight down this trail and then turn to the left, it should take me back up to the car with the map look like. Okay. I'm not able to turn around to see what's behind me without twisting my whole body. So I'm going to pretend like you guys are right here with me. And y'all yell if you see something. I am really creeped out right now. I just want to get back up by the car, at least get closer. Change hands with this thing. Are y'all getting sun glare? Let me see. Oh, shoot. Guys, I don't know how to stop the sun glare. It's directly behind me. I should be turning in just a second. Oh. see any wildlife making all this racket. I think I'm about up to the trail. Trail right there. I don't think that's it. Guess I got turned around. I don't know. There's more water right there. This may be the road up here. I think it is. Yep, sure is. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Alright guys, I know it's a long video with nothing in it. There's the car way down there at the end. I'm going to turn the camera. Let me see. Hang on. Let me stop it. Alright guys, I just turned the camera around. Maybe y'all can see behind me. Oh wow, it scared me. This little stump right here, I'm looking at a little bitty screen about this big. And it looked like somebody squatted there looking at me. That scared me. Whew. I'm already a little nervous. I get shook up real easy when I get them feelings of being watched. And it don't happen every time I go out, but it happens a lot of the times. Just wanted to tell you guys, all the work I've been doing in the back. It's a bullfrog, 2 bullfrogs, mating call. I've been listening to some YouTube videos, just clicking on them and then listening with my headset while I'm working on the fence and in the back. And I've been listening to Steve Isdall, How to Hunt YouTube channel. He gets some really fascinating information, but it's people like him that are putting out a lot of evidence and truth, and then a lot of these people that are writing into him. He's got some very fascinating stories or encounters. I'm trying to get all this mess off this limb where I can show it to you. Oh, my screen went out on me. It's all tangled up. I don't know if you guys can see. See the little hairs on it? The black hairs. It's on that lamp. But anyway, he gets a lot of fascinating information. If you guys haven't listened to any of his stuff, he's a little rough in his wording, but he says it the way it is, you know. And sometimes getting the truth out, you got to be pretty frank. I don't agree with using foul language to do it, but to each his own. But if you haven't checked him out, I highly recommend checking out his channel. He shares some awesome information with us, for those of us that know that these creatures exist. But he had made several points about just don't worry about what other people think. You've had an encounter, if you try to share it with them and they turn it into a joke or blow you off, just smile and walk away. Because just like he was saying, they either know and they're afraid of what they've witnessed, that's the reason they laugh, or they just ain't all there upstairs and they can't accept the idea of something like that being a reality. But people from all walks of life, all religions, just every belief system imaginable have run into these creatures, and they're running into other things, and our world is it's gone nuts. It's gone absolutely crazy. But we live in a strange time, and it's only getting stranger. All we can do is keep our faith. You know, if you're not a Christian, but you have a different belief system, whatever you believe in with your heart, if it feels right to you, and you know without a doubt that it's right, stay true to it. Don't veer away from that for nobody. Stay true to that path that our Creator has put you on. He's put you on it for a reason. And it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter if they want to make fun of you or clown you about what you've witnessed, what you've encountered, or what you know. They can either reject what you try to share with them and just remain ignorant, or they can be open to the possibility of something much stranger than we ever imagined existing. So if you get an opportunity, if you don't know about How to Hunt channel, Scott Carpenter, he works with Steve behind the scenes from what I'm understanding. I like Scott. He's been very, very nice to talk to and to deal with. I respect what he's doing. And you know, like, we all have different beliefs in what these creatures are. I don't believe the same way that Scott does. But that doesn't mean that he's wrong, and it doesn't mean that I'm wrong. You know, none of us truly know what these things are. But I can tell you what I feel in my heart. I know for fact that these are not monkeys, they're not apes, they're not related to the apes. I do believe they are a different type of people. They're not humans, but they are a type of people. I don't know what they are. The government knows. And for some reason, they're trying to keep it quiet. Now, is that due to these creatures know something about the government that the government doesn't want out? I mean, we don't know. There's something going on. And the government is relentless in making sure that the truth doesn't get out about them. And there's, whatever the reason is, this big. You know, it's not so it won't be something on the lines that, well, if they're true, then that means we didn't come from monkeys. We came from a different type of being, and their system's wrong. I don't think it'll be that simple of an explanation. I think it's going to be something on the lines that the government has done something, or they're doing something's going on, and these beings, whatever they are, they may be the only thing between us finding out the truth about what the governments have done or not. I have no proof whatsoever to back up any of this, what I'm saying. I think a lot. All the work I do at home with these goats and on the property, I do by myself. And I have so much time to think. I can drive a nail and think at the same time, and my brain goes 24/7, and it overwhelms me at times, my own thinking. Thought is our worst enemy, and mind gets the best of me a lot. And I've got a wonderful support system between my family and all of you, and I'm very grateful. Not many people have what I have, and our family's growing, and it's thanks to you guys sharing our videos. And I'm not putting out anything that's educational, and people can't profit by what I'm doing, but I can offer a friendship and a loving hand to those who will allow me. And life's crazy. And yesterday I was 16 years old. Today I'm 51 or 52. I'm 50 something, early 50s. I got a birthday coming up in April, and I'm going to gain another year. So time's flying really fast. It's not worth keeping all these crazy experiences we've had. It's just not worth keeping them locked up inside our mind vault and not putting them out. If you've had encounters, you've witnessed something, I don't care what it is. If you want to get it out, I'd be more than happy to share any encounter that you have. If you don't want to share it here on Standing Goats Rescue, and you don't know who to share it with, reach out to me, and I can certainly point you to some really good people who will put it out. The people who helped me in the very beginning get to where I'm at is Miss Lynn Smith from Bigfoot Case Files. She was the very first person I talked to, and she lined me up with Wes Garmer from Sasquatch Chronicles, and I didn't know who he was. I never heard of him, and he contacted me, and those two opened such a big door for me, and it got me to where I'm at now. And I don't fret over the encounters I've had. Every now and then I'll have a nightmare every once in a while about it, but just off the one encounter, not all of them, just one of them is the one that affects me, that I have nightmares about, or that I think about if I'm in these woods and it starts getting dark on me. But I laid my trust in Miss Lynn and Mr. Wes, and because of, I stepped outside of my box and I trusted two people that I've never met, and because of that, they've taken a load off of my back by giving me an outlet, allowing me to tell my story, and it's done wonders for me. If you're holding something in, you've had an encounter and it's just eating at you, and you can't get it off your mind, but you don't have no one to share it with, I'll be more than happy to share it here on Standing Goats Rescue. If you'd rather share it elsewhere, I can highly recommend a few people to do that for you. But if you need help with that at all, just let me know. It's not going to hurt my feelings in the least bit if you choose to share it elsewhere. We all have free will to choose what we want to do, and if you choose to share your encounter somewhere else, I'll back you up on that, and I'll help you any way that I can. It's not who you share it with, it's the fact that you're sharing it. Get it out, get it off of your back, and put it out there on the world's back. And the support that you'll earn and the people that you'll meet, that'll begin with the comments, and you'll make friendships that you didn't think were even possible. Some of the greatest people in the world to me are right here on my channel, Standing Goats Rescue. And these are people that are extremely dear to me, and probably over 90% of my channel, I absolutely love each and every one of you, and it's my family. You guys are my family, and that's it. You know, life's short. Just because we're not in the same physical place here on this earth, we will be eventually. And when the Lord calls us home, we're all going to be standing together when that time comes, and we'll get to meet each other in person. You know, that day is coming. So it don't matter what part of the world you live in. We're all bonded. We're bonded spiritually, whether we like it or not. We've got the same Creator, the same Father, whether we like it or not, and that's just how it is. But yeah, you guys, check out Steve's latest videos he's put out in the last 2 weeks. Have been mind-blowing. They've been absolutely phenomenal. I enjoy listening to him, and I've learned to kind of block out. You know, he'll get on these rants, but we're all entitled to do that. You know, I do it. Every one of us watching this does it. It's human nature. You can't keep things that make you angry locked up inside you. You need to get it out. Express your feelings. That's what it's all about. Just don't knock somebody down that you're angry with. You know, we're supposed to love our enemy. You don't have to like him, but you're supposed to love him. You know, in that spiritual sense of it, you love him. You ain't got to talk to him, ain't got to hang out with him. You know, forgive them for what they've done to you, love them, and move on. And the Lord's going to bless you for it. Guys, I'm rambling like I normally do. I'm excited. I got to get away from the house, and I've got to go home and start cleaning feed buckets and water bowls and the ducks' water bowl and get everybody fed. And it's just, I don't know how to act. I got away from the house back here this is my element here in the woods. I love it. I got swamps on both sides of me, within 50 yards of where I'm at right now. I don't know what's on that side, but this is what I love. You know, God made everything you see here, with the exception of that road and this car. Everything around me, you know, these trees, these bushes, the weeds, the grass, all of this is our Father. He made all of it. And it's just a good thing to be around. But guys, we're gonna Chris he's out of town. He and his wife are spending time together. He's going fishing, and he should have some videos. He's taken the cameras with him that you guys have chipped in and sent him. We are working to get him a GoPro. If any of you guys have a collection of GoPros, if you have one that you're willing to part with, if you want to give me a good deal on it, or I can't afford to get him a new one. Right now we're actually in the hole. We got hit pretty hard, but God will pull me out of it. He always does, and we've got a tremendous support system in our family here on YouTube, and thanks to them we stay on top, and I'm so grateful for that. But Chris doesn't have extra to go out and get himself a GoPro. If any of you have one that you're not using, if you got one laying around, if you got one you're wanting to sell for a good price, reach out to me and let me know. I'd love to get him a GoPro. And you know, if you guys have one you'd like to send to him, get up with me and I can line it up where you can get with him directly, to where it'll be between you and him. Life would be a lot easier for him if he had a GoPro, because of the quality of the video. It's got built-in stabilization, so he doesn't have to worry with it shaking. This camera I'm using now is a GoPro, and this pole, if a a mosquito gets close to it, he's going to get knocked out. I'm shaking it so badly. I got nerve damage and it's all over the place. But the stabilization in the camera is making it to where you guys don't see that. But that's where we're at with him. We're going to try to get him a GoPro, something he can use when it's raining out and not worry with it being damaged, and small enough that he could attach it to his ball cap, attach it to his fishing pole, his muzzle loader, whatever he's doing. Because see, his channel's new, he's just starting up, but he's going to be sharing his life with you guys and what he does. And Chris is on the go all the time. He don't slow down much unless his back is out on him, and he's dealing with a lot of back issues right now. But if you'd like to help him in any way, if you can't get a hold of him through his channel, Claghorn Outdoors, then reach out to me. Send me an email at standinggoatsrescue@outlook.com, and I can set it up where you get in touch with Chris directly. Or you can email Chris, but try to keep the email short, because he dropped out in the 6th grade due to serious family issues. And he can read. He's not illiterate. He can read, he can write. But a long email would take him a long time to read it. So his email is claghornoutdoors@gmail.com. You can email him, or if you just want to email him and tell him hello, or anything. If you want to help him in any way, if it's on your heart and the Lord's pushing you that way, either reach out to me or reach out to Chris, and you know, we'll take it from there. Just don't put yourself out. Don't go overboard and put yourself in a situation. Pray about it and let the Lord guide you. If you want to help, I promise you He'll make a way for it to happen, and you'll benefit from it, and so will Chris. But guys, thank you so much. I hate to keep bringing up helping Chris, but I love him with all my heart, and I'll do whatever I can to help him, just like I will you all. I love you guys. Y'all are part of my family, just as Chris is, just as my wife is, and Rosie, and you know, we're all one big family. We're just kind of spread out. That's all there is to it. But y'all have a wonderful day. I'm here at the car. It looks like we got rain coming that way. So I'm going to go ahead and get loaded up, get everything put away. This video is going to be excessively long. I'm not going to edit out anything. I'm going to just upload it the way it is. And you guys, you may see something a few times. I did have a very bad, very overpowering sensation of being watched. It was a very, very eerie feeling, and you may spot something. If you see something in the video, if you can take a screenshot of it, please send it to me. I would love to see what you found. A lot of people do find stuff in the video. Several of you guys and gals comb through the video, and y'all find things that I would have never have found, and just amazing captures. And if you do find something, please shoot it to me and in an email, standinggoatsrescue@outlook.com. And if we can get some decent screenshots, I'll put them on the channel in the community tab, so we can share them with everybody else. And I'll definitely give the credit to whoever finds it. You will be credited for finding that. But thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful week, and God bless each and every one of you. And remember, guys, always be safe. That was thunder. I'm headed home. Bye-bye.